Today, I bring you rather exciting news on Ghana's civil responsibility reaching new heights, and it's amazing. On July 21st, 2025, the Ghana Armed Forces themselves, through their commercial wing, the Defense Industries Holding Company, stepped up to lead the construction of the iconic 6 billion Accra-Kumasi Expressway and the rehabilitation of 180 kilometers Awasu-Takoradi Bauxite Corridor. The Ghana Armed Forces hasn't been at the forefront of leading any industrial projects since the time of John Mahama till date, and now this makes the news even more exciting. It was announced that the government accountability series in Accra, and this unprecedented event aims to transform Ghana's transport sector and industrial sectors as well, with the Ghanaian military taking it upon themselves to lead the charge. The road serves 8.5 million vehicles and 26 million Ghanaians. It is set to boost trade and connectivity, and I'll be delving into this civil responsibility taken upon themselves as Ghana's military, why it's so iconic, and the massive impact of the project's entirety. Stick with me till the end for all the juicy details. Let's zoom into the big picture. On July 21st, 2025, the Defense Minister, Dr. Omane Boamah, unveiled a visionary plan for the Ghana Air Force to lead the 6 billion Accra-Kumasi Expressway and the Awasu-Takoradi rehabilitation. It was announced in Accra, and this initiative taps into the 48th Engineers Regiment's expertise to fast-track construction, aligning with the 2020 Infrastructural Development Plan. The 300-kilometer expressway, a 6-lane dual carriageway from Accra to Kumasi, and a 180-kilometer bauxite corridor in the western region will drive Ghana's export market, as it is perceived that the armed forces are without any slackers who would ensure the project is carried out efficiently. West Africa's trade powerhouse is about to be met with military precision, and everyone is excited by this news. It's all about connecting Ghana's economic hubs, which was proposed in 2019 and funded by a 6 billion Ghana cedi allocation under the Big Push program. The Accra-Kumasi Expressway targets 1.2 million commuters annually, linking the Greater Accra to the Ashanti region. Awasu-Takoradi Road, proposed in 2020 with $50 million from the Ghana Bauxite Company, and serves 200,000 users, supporting bauxite haulage to the Takoradi port. Both projects were announced on July 21st, 2025 to employ workers and leveraging the Ghana Air Force's engineering skills to carry out this project. This is very exciting information for Ghana, as the military-led initiative would add some sense of urgency to the project, because as most of you know, Ghana's military is all about precision and discipline. John Mahama is doing something unprecedented since the time of John Mahama, and every Ghanaian that comes across this news is very excited. The project is set to ignite Ghana's economy, as the Accra to Kumasi Expressway is very critical for Ghana's growth. It spans the Greater Accra region and Ashanti region. It supports 5,000 traders daily, boosting markets like Kumasi Skiditia. The Awasu-Takoradi corridor is also one of the routes being led by the Ghana Armed Forces. It is in the western region and facilitates Ghana's 92.6 million bauxite exports. It also employs 2,000 workers, and these initiatives inject funds into the local economy in Awasu, Takoradi, and Kumasi. The Ghana Armed Forces Defense Industries Holding Company is playing a role backed by the 6 billion Ghana cedi from oil revenues, aligning with Mahama's vision to reduce billions in food imports. This is Ghana's economy getting a serious glow up, with military-led construction fueling trade and industrial growth across key regions. The Awasu-Takoradi rehabilitation also supports $1 billion in Western Railway line, and this unprecedented show of support from the Ghana Armed Forces is sparking new life into these projects. Both projects align with 2013 Railway Master Plan, as well as their various plans, of course. The Ghana Armed Forces engineering is backed by the government, ensuring 24/7 construction, supporting Ghana's infrastructural growth. This is Ghana knitting military expertise, transport and industry into a powerhouse transformation, ready to lead the country's renaissance. In terms of speculation, people speculate that the president already aimed for this initiative by withdrawing military escorts for everyone in Ghana, including ministers and other members of parliament. This is a game changer for communities and also for Ghana's civil duty in Awasu, Takoradi, and Kumasi. The workers, which predominantly is locals, will also be integrated in the construction phase and the logistics phase, but the efficiency won't be the same because the front runners are the Ghanaian military. This was launched in July 21st, 2025, and the project highlights participation from community members in road maintenance, which will be ensuring the long-term benefits. The Awasu-Takoradi road, as I've already stated, supports about 10,000 farmers and will be improving access to the market, while the expressway will also ease travel for 1.2 million commuters. This is Ghana giving its communities a life-changing facelift, showing a new light to speed and precision. With a mere mention of the military-led construction, everyone is assured of the project's completion and its timely meeting of all the deadlines. The Ghana Armed Forces and its commercial wing, which is the Defense Industries Holding Company, are going to make the citizens proud with a newfound inspiration for its completion. This is led by the Ghana Armed Forces 48th Engineers Regiment, not just the ordinary cadets or officers. The 50 million Awaso Takoradi project is funded by the Ghana Bauxite Company and leveraging the military logistics. Both were announced on July 21st, 2025, including a sword cutting ceremony, which is planned for August 2025 in Accra. Partnerships with the Ministry of Roads and Highways ensures the quality of work, while digital monitoring system tracks the progress. This is a high-energy collaboration, blending military discipline with private sector expertise to transform Ghana's infrastructure. Dr. Omane Boamah is steering this infrastructural revolution at the July 21st, 2025 Government Accountability Series. His bold vision positioned the Ghana Armed Forces as the latest driver of industrial development, reviving the late President John Atamo's agenda as well as the late President Jerry John Rawlings' agenda. The Defense Industries Holding Company's role, managing the 6 billion Ghana cedi, creates sustainable funding for military and national priorities. The Minister of Defense leadership, rooted in the 2025 Infrastructural Development Plan, ensures a 24/7 construction, aligning with Mahama's 24-hour economy principle. This is leadership, crafting a vibrant legacy, turning Ghana into West Africa's infrastructural leader with military precision. The excitement can be felt in the air as this is a massive moment for Ghana's infrastructural game. The Accra-Kumasi Expressway was proposed as far back as 2019 and building on the 2007 ECOWAS Rail Plan, while the Awaso Takoradi Road was proposed in 2020. It is reviving a corridor dormant since 2011 rail haulage stop. Boamah's vision is to deploy the Ghana Armed Forces engineering expertise, marking a new era, echoing Egypt's military-led project. This expressway and bauxite corridor supports Ghana's economy. This is a new phase of Ghana's infrastructural renaissance, rewriting a story with military might leading the charge. This military-led initiative is putting Ghana on a global map, is putting Ghana on a different infrastructural map. With precision, the Accra-Kumasi Expressway, which I've already noted, serves 1.2 million commuters, will be rivaling any regional project. The Awaso Takoradi Road will also be seeing the much-needed improvements. The backing from the Ghana Armed Forces 48th Engineers Regiment positions the project in a good light as the transport scene will be getting a major facelift, shining as West Africa's leader. The Ghana Armed Forces leadership is setting Ghana up to rule Africa's infrastructural sector, mainly because of the discipline and precision, and also the absolute resolve to meet the deadline. The Ghana Armed Forces takeover of the Accra-Kumasi Expressway and the Awaso Takoradi project is a game-changing move, fueling a new sense of trust in the project's completion. It's a moment to celebrate, shaping Ghana's civil responsibility and infrastructural growth. What are your thoughts on this military takeover by the Ghana Armed Forces to construct the Accra-Kumasi Expressway and the Awaso Takoradi projects? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below as always and hit that like button. Subscribe for more as we bring you Ghana's developmental renaissance happening before our very eyes. Thank you and on to the next video. Be sure to check this next video out.